So what happened? Like, Sianu leaves us on red, and we pop up to the place, and he's like, "Oh, it's about time you got here." And we're like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Oh, by the way, you guys have to come down and answer for all your crimes." And we're like, "Excuse me?" And he's like, "No, it's totally cool. It's totally cool. Just come with us in this bubble elevator, and there'll be this beautiful under the sea motif, and the giant whales with tentacles and super cool stuff, Coral Palace, and we get to Marina, and she's actually in her right mind. She has all her artifacts. She's completely there. But then she brings us up on these fallacious charges. It turns out there's like some other people, I believe, masquerading as the Vortorum, and there's 5 of them as opposed to only 3 of us. And so she reads us the charges. We're like, yeah, that wasn't us. Like, we don't have a ship fleet. And she's like, cool, well, defend yourself, and you can call in a witness. And we're like, great, we'll get Cecil. He's immortal and he should be here. So Ravi's like, cool, Cecil, and then like grabs him through the teleporter, and then Cecil shows up and he's fucking dead, because why not?
Midway through the merciless Marinian trial, murmurs turn to mayhem as Cecil appears motionless and murdered, and his sudden demise marking a monumental moment of mounting mystery. We pick up at the steps of the Grand Courtroom in the city of Aquilon.
It's like he wrote that knowing it would happen.
Mm-hmm.
Mother.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone is aghast at the development. You've summoned a dead man to the floor of the God's Way portals.
Wait, hold on. Wait, he's immortal.
What is the meaning of this?
He's immortal.
Marina?
How does he just die?
Did the travel kill him?
Hold on, let me check his neck pulse.
Check his neck pulse. Go ahead, make me a medicine check.
Yeah, how does this immortal die?
Cecil! Wake up! Slapping. Hey, 19?
19?
Yeah.
Yes, excellent. He's dead. Dead as a doornail.
Somebody help.
How does this, you know him, how does an immortal being die?
He's not. He's not
What are these things?
There's a witness. It's a witness token. It means it's a symbol of honor and justice amongst our people.
Is this actually him?
She will make her
mirror.
God check.
Throw the mirror out.
Yeah, get the mirror out.
Okay.
Take his neck
Can
pulse.
someone help him?
He's dead. Revivify?
Don't look at me, man.
You guys have clerics here?
With a natural
Where's
20.
the diamond dust?
Marina rolls a natural 20.
Awesome.
So she
Maybe.
says, this poor man has been dead for longer than it took him. He's been dead for several days. There's not much I can do, but I can try through his connection with my sister to do something. And perhaps he can shed some light.
Is it
on
Cecil?
It is. This is Cecil Windwalker, the steward of the Vortorum.
Who's running?
How'd he just die?
I'm willing to answer for that charge. I'm willing to answer for that charge.
He's running. Wait, this is the guy that's running the secret organization that you're on trial for right now?
Yes.
Okay,
but
well,
not
probably
all
we
the
definitely want to
things
talk
that
about
Not
this.
the way you think.
Not the way you
Not
said
the way
it.
you said it.
Okay, so like your secret subterfuge thing. All right, fine.
Yeah. You also had
So I'm
reports,
not-
by the way. You also had reports. So where did you get your reports?
It's all on file in the Hall of Justice.
Where do
You
they
can
come from?
See, from some of them from the governors who did come back, but the several other ones that you killed were not so lucky.
But you have people disseminating information.
Sure. Do you want me to make this guy alive again, or
Yeah,
you
no,
want
go
you want to
ahead.
just sit and argue some more? That's fine too. We can do that.
My reports aren't being generated right now. So I'm angry.
Well, I guess that's true. All right, so she's going to attempt to cast a spell that does not exist in this game. So we are going. We are in uncharted territory, and we can say a god did it. So I'm going to give her. Basically, it's just. I think it's you know what? I think.
Is this some speak with dad kind of nonsense?
No, I think this is. She's going to
Don't
cast like a
ask any
true.
questions.
She's going to cast like what would be considered in other systems a true resurrection.
Okay.
So I think I will ask for a luck check from the 3 of you. If you would roll your fate die, please.
Gosh.
Just a straight up luck check. You're looking for 3. Well, I think you'll need 1 excellent
Is that what I thought it
success
was?
or 2
No.
successes,
It
or perhaps.
it floated around. I mean, it's a 14. It's not bad.
No, it looked like, I don't know why.
We are all in our Lucky 16.
There you go.
16. All right.
Come on, Kadarahan.
10.
10. All right. So that is
Right in the middle.
2 successes and 1. I'll say
not
minor
success.
success.
Trying to
But
kill
it was
him
a
again?
luck. It was a luck check. So it was like, could have
Clearly, I
been.
want him dead.
So she, if you all.
I plead insanity.
Okay. So let's roll for it. Let's resolve that first. All right.
Skill check. Do it,
So,
God.
yes, she is. That was basically just a luck check to see if this is a thing that exists in this world and that God is capable of doing. Not being like a direct champion of this man, she is sort of channeling her connection with her sisters. Luckily, this man is connected to a sister who is fully restored, and so she can sort of channel the power of his patron, and he takes a deep breath in and looks up and says, "Where am I?"
Who killed you?
I'm sorry. And that was what the luck check was for, was to see if he has any memory of the last little bit, and he does not. He is certainly bewildered. He has no idea how he got here. I don't know. The last thing I remember was I was reading in the library at in the Bone Palace, and I must have nodded off or something, and then I awoke here. Did you summoned me?
You remember us?
Yes, the Voltorum. Yes, how are you? Julius.
told
and
you,
Ravi
Marina.
and that other guy.
And Marina, by the way, who brought you back to life.
My lady, it is so good to see you. I assume this was... I was brought back from a bright, shining light in a world of never-ending peace and joy. But I'm glad to be back.
this.
I imagine that was your doing.
Welcome to court.
Oh shit!
Power of the Vortorum.
Are we doing the trial thing again? Is this what's happening? Yeah. They do like this, the Marines. They sort of like their courtroom dramas. It's true. But what? So I've
Gong gong.
and you look down and like he's got one of your witness tokens has
Mine, I
now
think,
shown
or
up on him.
Someone. One
Yeah.
was.
But
Great. Well, I suppose what is. It is fortunate that I am here to see you as well. There's been much goings on that we've been trying to.
We're needing a vouch that we're the real Vortorum and that we're
Yeah.
not parading around as 5 people, killing people with our fleet.
yeah, I think there's like some folks out there claiming to be the Vortorum that are doing some bad things.
Yes.
But you've been dead for a few days. Somebody or something killed you.
Also that.
What? What? This is.
Well, we can't help him if he doesn't help us. So
Help us help you.
Yes, yes, whatever I can do to help. I am, as the steward of the Vortorum, it is my privilege to be called as a witness to the courts of Marina in front of the Lady Marina herself. Let justice be served and recorded and revived. He sort of looks down at himself too. Through the magic of resurrection, I will gladly give my testimony as to the truth behind this matter. Very well. Continue, Cecil.
Is he okay again now for good, or is this temporary? Are you?
I believe I am in full faculty. This isn't the first time that it's a little easier to bring an immortal back to life. This isn't the first time. He sort of gives you like a
why
weak
he's
smile.
immortal is he just keeps coming back to life.
Yeah, I don't know.
Someone just
He's
keeps
not
raising
immortal.
him.
He's just really fucking lucky, I guess.
He has more hit points than me right now. I'll be sorry.
No, he was brought back at like
At
one
one.
hit point. He looks like death warmed over, and he's like, "Oh, are we? Oh, we're in the bubble. We're down in Aquilon. Okay, great." And he just sort of reaches in his little pouch and he pulls out one of those pearls. All right, I'm ready to proceed into the courtroom, as I am made aware that there's the custom. I am aware of. I'm aware of this custom. Yes, let's go.
Sorry, I just woke up. Is
sorry,
there
I
a
just-
moonbucks nearby?
I need a coffee.
Do I still have my token?
Yes.
Then, how subtly can I use my token to search for somebody? A la.
And or
what-
do you need my help?
if it-
I mean, it sort of like activates the portal, so it's not really like a
Okay.
secret thing.
I'm just curious if Because like the Cecil,
I mean, you're
that
Vortorum, so you can do this. So
I know, but the
yeah.
Cecil that you found was like a vibrant pulse, right? Like you felt
It was a presence of like
A
you just felt like a
presence.
very
Yeah.
old elf man. Like that's what he felt.
Yeah.
but that probably
It
wouldn't.
wasn't like
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if there was a way. I don't think
Nope,
there was a
we're
way
cool.
that you could be like, oh, he's alive versus oh, that's a dead person. Like you could.
I did roll poorly, so if I rolled better, maybe that was different. But
Okay, cool.
Okay, great. So he proceeds in the courtroom and will give. He's allowed a few minutes to confer with you if you have any questions or thoughts for him. He does sort of look at you and say, and he says, "Look, I have. If you want, if we're fighting our way out of here, I've got one of those daggers again."
There's no need for it. Oh,
All right, I just
good
want
to
you
know.
to know.
okay.
I just want you to know.
those
I'm
daggers.
packing.
are great.
Ride or die. No, I appreciate you.
I've got you.
Also,
No.
what the fuck is happening up there? Like, what happened?
Well, it is quite fortuitous that I have found myself both alive and in your presence, because there's much that we need to discuss, and I do not think that the ears of this courtroom should hear the entire.
No.
Oh, forget you guys can. He's like speaking back to you. Like,
Why,
you get to
though?
fucking do that.
No, you're not invited.
I say out loud.
I guess first things first. Okay, let's clear our name, and then we can find out how the world went to shit in the week we were gone.
Yes,
Great.
Every time, man.
But I do think it is quite relevant, because there have been reports coming back through the CIB of strange occurrences that there are people, there are actions happening that are being attributed to the three
All
of
of
you.
the evidence is in the
To
CIB right
the
now
Vortorum.
that
And
we need.
Good
They-
thing we have the CIB.
we have I mean, probably I would say several conflicting reports. There are
Great. That's
there
fine.
are attacks that are happening. there is the Vortorian Empire is at full
Oh,
war
we know
with
that.
off the coast of Vela. They have taken
Oh,
on multiple fronts. They have seemed to be
they've gotten that far.
going onto the
Vela had
western
ships
continent,
coming out. We knew that.
and they are. There have been reports of extremely of exceptional feats being performed by who people are calling the Vortorum. And I certainly know that you have been out on your own adventures and doing things to reinstate the gods and those things. These actions do not fit with what I am aware you are doing as the Vortorum.
What do
It
these
is not my
people look
place to say. Well, again, sort of strange, varying reports. One thing that does seem to be consistent is that they are wearing the blue and gold of the Vortorian Empire. That they seem to be in
Checks
league
out from
with the
what we heard.
Vortorian, with the Vortorians, with the Empire itself as
possible?
sort of the head of their. Is what possible? What?
Is it possible the other two Vortorum are working for the Vortorian Empire?
That I cannot say without laying eyes upon them. I much like I heard first of you searching for me, I was not able to know until I met you at the temple in the Nether Dark at the bottom of the Abyssal Sea, on the island of the gate. But who's to say? There certainly could be two among their number who are your missing compatriots. It can come forward. Magic is alive and stronger than ever, and I'm still siphoning through any divination powers that I may have. Perhaps someone who's more gifted in divination skills and powers beyond my own would be able to suss out the truth.
Has this ever happened before where like two pockets of Vortorum like are fighting to be the Vortorum?
Well, they certainly had their disagreements, but they have never stood with what something would be considered contrary to their purpose. To be a supplanter or a someone who suppresses that which is good, and they've always been a force for good and for the people of Argilia, to protect them, to keep the gods in check. It is
Different versions of good.
It is certainly a subjective concept, certainly, but there is that which is the greater good, which is the continuation of the peoples and places in this world, and that the gods are certainly a part of it. but they can sometimes be misled or pushed in another direction. The Vortorum are there to balance that out, to change, to bring about the change that is necessary to keep the world new and growing and all things that are generally considered to be positive. But I think that there may be more at play here with Marina that maybe is our more prevalent objective.
Certainly more pressing. Yep, cool, let's do this.
Just say everything you said, but into the microphone now.
Say it in the microphone. My lady Marina, and those magistrates, barristers, and such other nobles assembled here. As the steward of the Vortorum, you, by no doubt, have heard of me. I know your lady. I have. There's a picture of me I have with her. We have a thing. We don't have that thing anymore. Shit. Because Anara has it, right. I am here to speak
copies of the photos. Sorry.
You guys printed them out.
Yeah.
You got them like magically
Sketched,
drawn.
yeah.
Magically sketched. Here's my proof, my credentials. Here's me, the original Vortorum. Like, we're chilling with a bunch of the gods. This was right before the big battle that ended the Aether Wars. Before we had to put everyone into the pillars. Which sorry about that. That was just sort of a thing. She's like, I knew what I was getting into. Great. Well, the other brothers and sisters weren't always so willing to. You were one of the good ones, Marina, and I always have appreciated that about you. But I am here to talk about the true calling of the Vortorum. These three are what have been proven worthy of the title of Vortorum. There seems to be some sort of imposters or those that would take the mantle of the Vortorum and use it for their own means or for the means of a group, an empire, a contingent amidst this empire of which we do not know a terrible amount, other than what the information that these three possess, being from the Vortorian Empire. They have been, as we all know, rather secretive with what the machinations that goes on in their empire and their deity, their god, their force of what they are calling Vortor. And we all know the connotation of that word. We all know that it means change. It means the source. It means the beginning of all that is magic and good and otherworldly being in this world. It is beyond anything that we are capable of truly understanding, save for these three mortals before us. We are all aware that there are other forces at work that pull from below and push from above and try to tear this world asunder if they are not kept in balance. The balance is provided by the occurrence of the Vortorum. It is built in, is baked in to the very world that you, my lady, were a part of creating. A balance to your own power, to be put in a position where justice and truth and goodness can prevail. And that is what these three represent. And if there are two others that are chosen, that have come forth and are part of this contingent that acts against the will of the gods and of mortals alike, then they do not speak for the Vortorum. I can tell you that much. I would ask that these charges be, and he looks down at this thing and the tablet and he goes, that many of these charges would be looked at, re-examined
One of these charges
for the veracity of their attribution to these Vortorum, who are true, demonstrated heroes. And I know that anyone else they would bring forth to speak on their behalf would corroborate such a story. I'm going to go sit down and regain some hit points because I feel like shit. And he sort of like collapses on a little like rock, like at your table. And he's like, slow clap. Yep. Roll influence for slow clap.
Come on, Orrin. Nice.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, awareness. Slow clap spreads through the hall, and Marina sort of sits, and she seems to be pondering. She's sort of looking. She says, I appreciate the steward of the Vortorum and his words. They ring true in these halls, beyond any normal veracity that would exist here. You are compelled to speak the truth, and lies do not sit well in these halls and on the ears of both myself and the magistrate gathered here.
I'll speak true to 2 of the charges.
Please do. You're welcome.
Lives in Jorva.
Make a. You can make me. If you're doing that, make me an. Let's see. How about an insight? Give me an insight on yourself.
Do I just start nosebleeding? Hey! Insight. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
I do this to myself.
It doesn't like hit you with any like dissonance or anything like that. It kind of echoes in a way that like you hear it sort of you whispered it, so it sort of bounces back in your ear. It doesn't sound.
I need to be more
doesn't
specific next time.
sound anything weird. You could try like a lie and see what happens. But
That's what I was trying.
I'm sober.
I didn't pull a shooter out last time. All right, sorry. Please continue.
I'm happy to answer for the charges that I believe there are 2 of which are semi-true here.
Well, yeah.
1, I did set up an information network. As the Vortorum, we need information, just like you need information. It's not illegal to set up a way to get information, but I did it. But it's not centralized in Zarian. It's centralized in the Bone Palace in Jastian. As part of setting up that intelligence network and how hard it is to do that, I did task an intern to go get an article to help me create more sending stones. My lack of communication, my lack of clear communication got that poor boy killed. 1 intern, Buzz. I live with that. There's nothing you can do to me. There's no charge that you can give me. There's no greater punishment that I can have that I don't already have for that. But that's 1 intern, not the 2 that you mentioned. The other one left on their own free will.
We went our separate ways. Interesting. Give me an influence check.
I'm happy to answer for any of those.
You can have advantage on this
And
one,
I would
because you
do
did tell the truth.
all of it again.
I would gladly kill that boy again.
Gotta break some eggs, make the omelet.
It was really more of
you
a. I
say-
would say it's an accident.
Did you?
Influence,
It was
yeah.
a horrible accident for
Yeah.
which I am guilty of.
Yeah.
Did you say influence?
Yeah.
22.
Damn. She nods and
16's
says,
all around tonight, man.
16's all around, yeah.
Your honesty rings true and is accepted and recorded in these courts, in these halls. I hereby drop the charge of the secret information network if it is proven that information has fallen into the hands of the Vortorian Empire. It is not your doing, and perhaps it is something that the Vortorum could look into, should they be so inclined. But
I also want to share that information with you. We want you on our side. We want to be on your side.
It's not like a secret. It's just a place to get
Right.
it all.
so your understanding of this is that that they are taking information like about their homeland, about all the information that you've gathered, and it has been leaked.
There might
in
be a
some-
mole,
That's
yeah,
what that's what they're sort of.
I
implying.
wondered if they were just talking about a different information network.
Yeah,
But
I mean, you can make an awareness check if you want, go ahead and make an awareness check on her to see if she's a bit inscrutable because she's a god, but if it's really high, you can do it. It's not impossible.
what kind? Awareness?
Awareness, yeah.
23?
23? Yeah, like, so she's, she is not, she's not convoluting anything. Like, she does have reports that, like, information is being fed from somewhere to the Vortorian Empire about, like, her realm and the other realms that they are currently not, like, there's no Empire influence.
There's a mole.
So she does have those kinds of reports, and if you guys, like, you know, comb through the evidence and whatever, all the reports.
Kill Cecil.
I don't know if it's possible. Yeah, so that is, like, probably something that piques your interest specifically, but like that there is information, and it's
getting out to the wrong
it's being
people.
gathered by you guys, but it's getting to the wrong people.
Yeah.
Or perhaps there is a, like, mirror organization, the KGB to your, you know.
Because I feel like we
the
set up the
KGC.
information gathering part. We never
Right.
set up, like, okay, how are we going to disperse it?
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah.
So
And you've also found out that, like, some of these sending stones are maybe not as uninfluenceable as you
working
thought.
on the security, man.
I literally just became a general.
Encryption.
I just became a general. So,
I'm
like,
trying.
You're doing well, and
Got to break some eggs.
owning up to one's mistakes is the noble thing to do, and it is just, it is right. So I appreciate that. There is still yet the last charge to talk to.
Which was
Yeah,
speak
we'll cop that. We opened up the Godstones. That is why you are here now. It was the best of a handful of bad options that we had at the time. As Cecil so eloquently said, our name means change. Our predecessors convinced you all to go into these Godstones because you were fighting amongst yourselves. And it seemed like the easiest way to keep you all safe, or to keep this world safe. Now, there is an outside influence, call it one of your uncles, call it one of your parents, this Shadow King, who wishes to take over this world and basically make it, unmake it into nothingness and darkness and blackness. And as powerful as we are, there's only 3 of us, and we couldn't defeat him without you all. So we figured the best thing we could do was get you all back here. And it is just my supposition, but I think we have something that the last Vortorum didn't. I believe we have somebody on our side who will help us tip these scales against this Shadow King. Last time, it was the forces marshaled by Kandaraharn versus the forces marshaled by Anara. I believe that we can get both of those forces on our side this time. Preserve the order of this world. Give it a shot.
Interesting. Yeah, she thinks for another moment. She's taking in what you say. And no roll necessary. You see this, like, strikes something true in her. And hers, you have, like, the idea that all of the gods could, like, once again be cooperating and whole, and like the way that it was intended is a way that, like, to her just rings this sense of justice and I guess I keep saying that, but, like, liberty and, like, you know, the way that they intended it to be.
Yeah.
And that you realize, like, kind of as you're saying this and she's taking it in, that, like, this was it wasn't a victory when they, you know, when the pillars were established, and that, you know, being separated from the world was not the ideal outcome, but it was the one that they had. And as you said, that was the choice that you were faced with as the Vortorum, and that the last Vortorum that she was a part of were sort of like, we're part of that too. So she you can sort of see all of this in a brief moment, just like a flash of, you know, light in her eye as she's sort of making these connections. Slow clap. Roll an insight. Roll an influence.
It's the Shadow King was going to
With
impose his
advantage.
will in our realm regardless, but the choice to make of releasing you guys to help that situation was the choice we ended up making. But he was going to come regardless. That was the choice we were.
What'd you roll?
24.
24. Oh yeah. Slow clap again. Like, this time there's a few, like, woo, woo, like, woo, yeah, all right, like hoots and hollers, echoing throughout the chamber. The once again, Julius's words have moved the crowd.
Yes.
They are certainly now they seem to be on your side in some way. You have your words have moved me.
Oh, good. I guess.
The sermon, sermon on Gold Point and the sermon at the bottom of the sea.
Yeah. The top and the bottom, baby.
The sermon of Aquilon.
Sermon of Aquilon is it's his saga is writing itself, baby. Awesome. So so you she looks out and says,
What was the other one?
I understand that oftentimes when trying to do the right thing, it is impossible to do
Everything right.
everything right. Yes, thank you. That is some slow clap for Orrin. There it is. No roll necessary. Slow clap. And she's like, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. And she says, however, this does leave several questions that I have. Not about your intentions, but about the intentions, these other reports, these other Vortorum, people using the mantle of the Vortorum, perhaps in the name of the Empire, perhaps not, perhaps under a guise or a small faction within. I do not know. But any information that we can gather, that any resources we can provide you, we will gladly stand under your banner at this time.
That's the thing. We don't have a banner.
We'll get our banner guys working on it. We've got some really great.
If you see an elf boy with 3 shields, that's our banner.
Yeah.
Just 3 shields. Boom, 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 boom. The phalanx. The phalanx banner.
The 3 of us.
Yes.
And a triangle sort of makes, if it's a triangle, it sort of makes a V in the thing. But it's
I'm liking
definitely
this.
not
We're
going
working on it.
We're
Definitely-
workshopping.
Definitely not
Okay.
blue and gold. If it's
She's
blue
like,
and
everyone
gold,
take
it's
this
the
down. Take this
Vortorian
down, clerk.
Empire.
True. Yeah. Good
Great.
point.
Great. Very well. I would suggest that we elsewhere try to delineate the actions of whatever these other Vortorum may be, as well as perhaps make sure that your reputation is the one that is known, and that your actions, at least I can tell you in my realms, will be held in the highest regards. And you have earned my trust, and you have earned your place amongst my people, and we will stand with the Vortorum, you guys, in the fight that seems to be very much heading our way. All right.
Thank you.
Trial by combat, or I'm just kidding. All right. So yeah, you guys, again, too much. She like bangs her trident on the ground like a gavel, or at least the butt of it, and it kind of makes a big booming sound in the hall. Again, those like the halls echo with this like sound of truth and justice. The halls of justice are on your side. And you guys are, she says, now that the formalities are out of the way, perhaps we can offer the hospitality of Aquilon and to you, and you may, we will provide accommodation should you need.
Now we feast.
Now we feast. We do have, now that we are on, I'm glad to share more details of these reports that we have. I do think it's a good idea to gather information in a way that can be helpful.
Well, it sounds like
and not,
Cecil said he gathered that information of these reports that we're talking about.
Yes, I'd be glad to speak to that if I may. That there was, we heard reports of the lands in Lobos, part of the Empire, as we all know. Maybe perhaps we don't all know, but I am. Those of us here at the marina don't have all the information, but you do. You know that Lobos has been long considered a bit of a not as enthusiastic member of the Vortorian Empire. They were brought to heel long ago, and were made to, at least in words and if not deeds alone, but to pay homage to the Emperor and that of the Vortorian Empire and the god of Vortor. The worship of Vortor, the Church of Vortor, has long been defended by many of the armed portion of both the Imperial Army and the Church's forces as well. They're enforcers and various spell blades and magic wielders. Often people from the Citadel are defending these places as well. There's a military arm of those people who come out of your, what is it called? Citadel Arcanum, I believe.
Yeah. That's right.
And other places of magical study. So the reports are not terribly heartening. They are quite horrific. There was an incursion into the lands of Lobos. They put up there was resistance, and they were slaughtered nearly to a man. Several of the clans and those that raised arms against the Empire are supposedly in the custody of these Vortorum, and under the guise of the banner of keeping unity amongst the Empire as they expand their borders and are defending, from what we can tell, that is what they are doing, but they're defending their own empire and their own interests. But the reports are not good coming out of Lobos, as far as we can tell. It is very difficult to get information out of the Empire at this point. They have sealed up many of the ports, and the information is not readily available. They are also beginning to have some sort of there are magical defenses against aerial assaults, and as they are aware of some of the technologies that are possessed on the other side of the ocean in our realms. So that is, I wish I had better news for you, but
not an invisible airship.
now we do know that you are not the ones, certainly, that were behind this. But they are seeming to rally behind these figures, these other Vortorum, these dark Vortorum. I don't know what you want to call them, but I thought dark Vortorum kind of had a ring to it. It's kind of dope as hell. But well, I don't know. Again, we don't. We don't know. They are known simply as champions of Vortor, and they are great and powerful, as far as we can tell. At least they are being perceived that way.
They're doing feats of extraordinary feats.
Yes, there are
Some extraordinary hands. Yes.
there is something which leads me to the probably the darkest of the missives.
Oh, it gets better. Great.
That we've had. There are reports of great workings of magic within the Empire itself, far beyond anything that we have seen previously. That some of, and she sort of, are you guys talking in brain talk?
I don't think so at this point.
Okay.
I think we're all.
He says, and my lady, I do wish to ask you to steel yourself, perhaps against this information, but the gods themselves returning, certainly in varying states of weakness and awareness and right mind, there are reports coming from within the Empire itself that the Vortorum were able to overcome some of these spirits, some of the gods return in their return states. To what level of strength and lucidity they were in during this time, we do not know, but there have been reports that great working of magic to enslave or to recapture one of the Icostheon has been performed. There was
Shadow King did it.
Yeah.
but they are that one of the Icostheon has been is gone. We do not know.
Who?
That is all we know. It comes from this comes to us from the land of Duran. This is the northernmost part of the central continent.
Okay.
Duran's sort of in the middle there. There's like a big
Were you hanging out
breach there.
I mean, I've spent some time there.
There is, yeah. That's outside the town of, is it Oto?
Is this
I
old?
think. There's.
little
Hold
bit,
on,
yeah.
I'll have to see where it is on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, Duran's up here. You guys were right
One of
in
the
this little
gods-
town just
one
over
of the gods
the border.
of balance is gone. That's probably fine.
No surprise.
Yes, and you see that like so Duran is also like a god of the sea and storm.
Port and harbor and diplomacy, according to this one.
Yes,
I don't know.
diplomacy is actually Marina, and I was getting
Not
confused
diplomacy.
because they are both kind of like he's sort of like she's like a sea queen. He's like Aquaman, sort of like he's more like Triton or like a sort of like again sort of a storm and sea kind of salty god. So there's a lot of like seafaring gods. So Jastian and Marina and certainly Duran are sort of like the forces of the sea in general, and the oceans and the weather surrounding those types of things.
Well, I have some information to share as well. From our reports over Para and Larian, the Vortor Empire is gathering ships there in Armada using technology that they got from the Inarans.
Or the fire giants.
Or the fire giants. They seem to be holding captive some of the villagers as they pillage and prepare for war. And I can share some sketches that we took.
Oh yes, I will put these in the CIB files. We haven't had a chance to debrief. That's the word I was looking for. Debrief about any of your findings since arriving in Delos. Although I do think we did speak briefly on the sending stones. Though it sounds that perhaps we should investigate a better means of instant communication, or at least try to find a way to ensure that we are not being listened to. I am not entirely familiar with the magic of the God's Way portals, but those do seem to be a more, and he sort of looks like down at himself, a little bit more of a direct route.
Sure. These witness tokens, do they compel honesty in people when they are not in Marina? Or
Marina's in this war council, I assume.
Yeah.
So she says yes, they are imbued with basically a zone of truth that compels people to tell the truth. And if you attempt to make a lie, then
we have a lie detector.
It will.
Yeah. Well, at least we'll be able to ferret out our mole.
Yeah.
Might
So
get a little
basically,
ugly,
there's. I didn't make you guys roll them, but there's
I'm
because
willing to.
if someone's lying, they have to make a charisma save, and basically if they make it, they can still lie, but there's a much more difficult chance.
Okay.
I wanted Marina to know about those ships. And I'm not opposed to Cecil talking about that conflict at Vela either.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you share, he says that the Vortorian Empire has been sort of sending some fleets of these like ships that are powered under no sails, and they seem to have some sort of rudimentary technology that mimics that of crystal technology that in the Elven lands. We have been keeping many of several of the scout ships from Inara. Fenora has lent several of her fleet to, or at least the Council of Wizards has lent us use of their fleets. They have some magical ships as well. Mostly from that end of the world is where you find the flying ships. And as opposed, others were more from a background that were more seafaring than sky-faring. But as far as we know, they do not have that technology, nor have they been made aware of its existence.
They do have the crystal technology to power the ships, though.
Yes, it is not a difficult leap to go from crystal technology to power a seafaring vessel to one that could power it out of the water as well. They are, I guess, sort of
on the cusp,
native to both.
So it's only a matter of time.
Perhaps, yes. We certainly hope that there was perhaps there was. This is not their first encounter with certainly those of the Risen Isles, the fire giants who occupy those lands. They have made that technology not impossible to find. So the fact that this could have been something that they've been working on for a long time, we don't know. But they seem to have pushed it forward into a point where it is now a formidable force. It has certainly sped up their efforts from that central continent. But if what you say is true, and these people on many of the coastal cities, but particularly of Larian and Jorva, the Empire's presence has certainly closed its gauntleted hand around those ports. We are not able to discern much information as readily as we perhaps would have several months ago. But we can only, at this point, we can redouble our efforts with the help of the Marinans. If they are preparing for attacks from the sky and from the sea, perhaps it is better to go beneath all of them. This technology, the bubbles, the magic charms that protect the Marinan ships and allow them to be submersible, is certainly a technology that I think works in our favor at this point. Also, the improvements that young Ravi has made to your ship of the Bronze Zephyr, we can also attempt to.
What did I do?
Oh, you made sky ship stealth technology.
I did that?
In your downtime.
Sure, in the downtime.
Remember you did that, and you're like,
Keep drinking there.
I did that? That's crazy, man.
Fucking sweet, man.
Sweet, bro. So that was sort of the takeaway
yeah,
from
I
that.
remember now.
Yeah, our airship's like a stealth. Shit's like a Klingon bird of prey. It's pretty great. So Cecil sort of you guys have all relayed on this information. He tells you that what they know of the Vortorian Empire is attacking with. It seems to be that is the hot front of the war is off the coast of Vela, which is a place where obviously that a lot of magical studies outside of would be like Western medicine versus Eastern medicine. There's just a different study of magic out
That's
there.
where our new friends are headed as well.
That is true. They were headed that way with their airship.
So they might be on
from
the front lines.
from the wandering tavern. But
They might be these other Vortoran. I don't think so either.
you don't know. There are
I don't think Rutherford would be enslaving Lobosian people.
Correct. That's why they had him killed first.
he's got his own set of 5. Then they're going to attack the Velans.
Maybe.
They'd be attacking
There
Para
are
if they
5
were
sets of
evil.
Vortorum.
If they were
Five sets
evil.
of 5
There's five
Vortorum.
Vortorums.
Then it's
25. 25 is.
That's
It's got to
not
be
an okay
4
number.
sets of
There can
Vortorums.
only be one Highlander.
4 sets
though.
of 5. Yeah. And eventually they'll just but capturing a god or
Making them
disappearing,
disappear.
unappearing a god is
Seems kind
that
of
is probably the
insane.
big takeaway from this is that would have been a feat of magic hitherto unknown. No one would have seen.
Hitherto Shadow King. We've seen him mind control Jastian.
Yeah, he's
We've
definitely had
seen him
influence.
Tornado Inara.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these
We've
guys did
defeated
this.
them every time.
These guys did this under the banner of the Vortorum and the Vortorian Empire, supposedly. So that the veracity of such information is
that they're in league with the
questionable.
Shadow King.
He sounds like they have a better publicist.
but
True.
sure, maybe their publicity department is a little bit.
But also, I
A
mean,
new wing of the CIB.
but I mean, think about, we don't
Marketing.
know,
the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
it doesn't exist anymore.
I know.
But
We can make it in our world.
but with all the Blood of Otmar stuff and all the secret magic and whatnot, I don't know if you had all of the god artifacts and you had god stones, I don't know,
And there you would
absorbing
have
absorbing
absorb
that
it or
into yourself, or
Mhm.
somehow using it to
dissipate it all. Even I don't know.
yeah, but I mean, is it cosmologically possible to eliminate all of the forces that Duron controlled in this world?
Marina speaks up at this point. She's, "Well, I don't.
I mean, it's one thing to suppress them incredibly or to harness them, but to
Poof.
yeah.
Yes, it would take an extraordinary feat of magic. It would take to eliminate or to essentially what it sounds like is they've found a way to kill one of us, and I don't. Again, that is just the idea of that is more frightening than I think any of us are ready to deal with.
Oh,
but
is it? Is it?
I,
Being able to die is hard. Is it?
it's not something
It
that
sounds
I
like you
relish
have no
finding
idea.
out about. But if the power of the Vortorum or the balance of the forces was used in such a way to, I don't even know how one would begin to erase one of us in a way that would be even imaginable or feasible. Certainly imprisoning, certainly absorbing, using our power to, much like shackling, or our power is already divested a bit just to be here. That we have Godstones. We can choose to divest our power further, should we want. We put a bit of our power into those that are chosen of us, God-touched. There is elements of that since the beginning of this realm, that our powers can be used and moved and move amongst others, but I don't.
Can you give it up, and can you
We did.
relinquish it
Yes.
completely?
As we did.
Are you asking
yes,
if she can kill herself?
Well, I'm wondering if Duran did it willingly.
Or mind controlled through the Shadow Cave.
Sure.
Yes. And again, as I say, the reports are that this was a spectacle put on, but there were witnesses. There were so to keep this. It is being touted throughout the Empire as a display of power by Vortor himself, by the Vortorum, these whoever they are. But this is not. This is news that I believe is celebrated through the Vortorian Empire. That this is a feat of war and magic and engineering that has been. This was the first major victory, the first blow against what they may perceive as an enemy, which, to be fair, may include us, gathered around here.
Oh, it definitely includes us.
How they were able to accomplish such a thing is still far beyond me. It's something I've not seen either. But I can tell you it certainly does not bode well for our gathering our forces if they have a means by which to do this. I would. Perhaps we can.
But we may need to get to the
Perhaps it may be
Orrin-Julius a lot
something
quicker than we thought.
Who knows?
Yes. So all that
Seems
to
like
say.
there's like 15 places we need to be.
Good
Yes.
thing there's multiple versions of us running around.
Yeah, but if
We'll just get the other guys on it.
thing.
Let the other guys do it.
This is why we
It's
can't
fine.
find any good help. We can't outsource anything. Like we don't get nobody we could trust.
Yes.
All right, you go to
I am-
Duran. I'll go to Duran.
I am glad
Split
to.
the party.
What I can do is we can. You have the help. You have myself. You have my sister. You have Jastian. We are here to aid you. And we will aid you as needed. There are many ways that we can offer assistance, but there is much pitted against us at this point, and gathering more allies is certainly something to be pursued. But perhaps I don't know if it is only something that the Vortorum can do, but perhaps I can help locate my brethren and the rest of us. And
Yeah, have you tried to reach out to Duran? Like, do you have some sort of God chat?
I
like
have,
group
I have
text?
not.
It's been pretty quiet in the group text.
Jastian showed you that a little bit. He was sort of like reaching out to somebody. He didn't get an answer from Inara. He was right. I think that was the thing. He was like,
Or Narissa or someone.
He didn't reach out to her.
In the
Okay.
pillars.
oh no,
In the pillars.
I wouldn't have called my ex, baby. It's not.
We did have moments. I think when we were talking to Sarala, that Sarala was trying to reach out to different, but like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, when
unable
you were-
to. At least
when
in
you
the
were-
pillars, they were having a difficult time
Mhm.
reaching
Okay.
out.
Yeah. So it's not something that you've tried yet, but it could be worth. I was trying to remember if Jastian did something like that, but he didn't get an answer back.
We also have a minor foothold with the Rowanans and a very small foothold into the Netherdark.
The Netherdark. Yes. Well, certainly. Rowana, you say, but I've heard that was in the hands of the fire giants from the Risen Isles.
Rowana might be the land, but the city we got to safety and is currently stationed outside of Jastian, outside of Zerda, outside of...
Zerda is outside of Jaro.
Jaro.
Yeah, Jaro is in Jastian. Zerda is the capital.
Which is now also at Jastian.
So yeah, it's now like technically
Zerda
their own
crash
entity.
landed outside of Jaro.
Yes.
Yes.
And they were
The fire giants
Yeah.
were trying to blow him up.
they were gonna, because they had set a trap on the base of the
Yes.
city, like the lower tiers of the city. Yep. Okay.
we-
For the recap, visit that episode. And
We might
find
have sort of killed the king.
he's-
Which you didn't even bring up as one of the charges.
killed a giant. Well, that was we'll just put it back on the list, I guess. We'll just talk about it tomorrow. And I didn't bring that one up. So yeah,
Complete accident.
it was totally an accident. Great.
And the
So,
magistrate.
and is there anything else? So we've gathered information here.
So
we know
what now?
That's the question.
we were gonna head toward Kandarahan, I think.
Well, I don't know. I feel like
Which is in the.
I would like to eat
Bella.
some food. I would like to sleep, and I would like to decide our next steps
Underwater?
in the morning. Kind of.
It's actually kind of relaxing.
I don't know.
Just
I
personally.
feel like this is like a just total like perpetual hangover down here.
Do you have earth beds?
Oh yes, of course. We have accommodations for surface dwellers. Of course, we can make those accommodations. She sort of gestures to, like, you see, like there's like, again, like bubble tops of some of these towers that have
Sure.
like air in them.
No,
and-
fully agree.
and she
That's
says,
fine.
There we have there is one we can put you with the. I should introduce you to the Grand Marquis. He is the host of the city. He is one of my stewards and has been ruling in my stead since I, not anymore because I came back, but he is now the Grand
You're welcome.
Marquis of
Mercury.
Yes, and I should. He can show you to accommodations. We have some very nice. He has his own palace and everything, so he will be glad to accommodate you, and show you the niceties and the finery of this of Aquilon. It is at your disposal, and we will, I suppose, prepare at your behest, at your leisure.
Would that we had more time to hang out and have fun here. I am curious, who, you, Tassima, Anara, it sounded like you all were kind of thick as thieves. Was there someone else that was part of your girl god crew? Or was it just you three?
Sister clan.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes. No. Well, it was. It's the five.
Just
were-
like the song, right? Marina, Tassima,
It was,
Anara, Fenora.
Yeah.
Jastian.
It was.
Just
It's
Daron.
Sarala,
Aw.
Rowana, Inara, Marina, and Fenora. Were sort of like the tight, like the five girls.
Anora,
So Tassima.
Anora,
Was in there too, or no?
Fenora,
Tassima's in there, yeah.
Okay.
Anara, Fenora, Tassima,
Okay.
Marina. Yes,
Yeah.
those four.
Yes. Yes.
Cool. Because I have an idea, but at some point I might ask for some help with getting Tassima back in her right mind. And I think like you and Anara, and possibly if we can get some of the other girl squad on our side.
Is it like a
could also help.
sleepover with like lots of popcorn?
Teen Girl Squad.
I mean, it's a little Stella got her groove back slash
It's a little.
like
It's a little. I like this plan.
some like empowerment, some female empowerment going on here.
Yes. Well, my sister and her people were known for their martial prowess well before the arrival of her boyfriend, her ex.
Come on, Tassima, Kieran, he's such a douche. Just dump him already.
I mean, like, yeah.
Like, if I could literally play back I'll look at my journal. Look at my journal. This is literally what we said. I like,
I know.
Over
You see, it's like,
wine and
girl,
drinks and
Yeah.
pajamas.
girl, he's bad for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and like, with a ton of self-love coming out, and yeah, yeah.
Tried to pose as my dad.
Yeah, that's true. So you hear
Kinda
a
have a thing
fanfare of trumpets outside. underwater trumpets. They sound a little bit kind of garbled, like sort of like a wah wah wah, like that. Like you're using a mute. And this portly kind of fish-looking creature walks in or floats in, and he is he's got like the mouth of a big fish. He's got these like fins sort of coming out of the back of his head. He's got green scaly skin, and he has like
It's a
Swahagan.
It's a swag.
it's not a swahagan. This creature, like, he's like shimmery, and he's like festooned with pearls and all these opulent things. And he goes,
But he's got human legs.
no, he doesn't have human legs. He just has like sort of, it kind of disappears in like a little fish tail. He's like a fat fish mermaid man. He
You've
is,
described only fish so far.
yeah,
I don't
he
know
looks
which
like a big
part is-
fish.
I don't know which
I
is
mean,
the man part.
yeah, he's
Oh, you can
Well,
tell.
he's got like
He's just
long.
got a hook and sinker.
He's got like long clawed like hands, and then he's just like, instead of a tail, it's like, as the closer you look at it, it looks like a whirlpool. It's like
oh,
spinning
he's like
water.
a genie.
And he goes, "Hello, welcome.
Oh God.
We're so glad to see you here. I'm the Grand Marquis Christopher Swimmans. We're here to show you around my beautiful city of Aquilon. You'll be staying with me for the next few days.
Thank God.
This way."
You've made it so ridiculous. We're not taking you on our adventures. I don't think.
And he he's a big fish looking man. He's a Merid is in this world, a water genie.
Okay.
I told
You can do
Marty.
some insight or arcana checks or anything like that if you want to know more about him and his people. But otherwise, you were being shown around a beautiful, like, gorgeous city outside of, like, once these people are not caught up in lawsuits and various, orders of court. He is it's quite a beautiful city. It's like, very alien feeling and glowing and dark at the bottom of the ocean. And but there's fun to be had. There are, like, you were shown to the top of the Grand Marquis Tower, and you have well-appointed accommodations for you with air to breathe, and they lay out a spread of fish and seafoods of various kinds, exotic foods that you can't.
I feel like this is a little cannibalistic.
I mean, there are aquatic elves, and there are like fish people and things, but they're not like,
I guess
they're
fish
normal
eat
fish.
fish.
They're just like normal. They're not like cousins or anything with fish. And he says, he's welcome to Aquilon and my quarters. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will make myself scarce. And he sort of vanishes in a whirlpool of water.
Customs is a little rough, but once you get past it,
Yeah,
it's
that's
kinda
great.
Nice, yeah, kind of a nice.
Super
There's
hospitable.
there's a ton of various clam dips and seafood based dips. Well appointed in the main
Hungry, I'm
dining
tired.
halls.
Caviar.
I wish we had time to hang out and enjoy all of the niceties down here, but I think we need to.
Where do we go?
Dude, I don't fucking know, man. There's too much to do.
Help your mom.
Jesus. I mean,
Bring the Soralans back. Bring back the.
we haven't even. Yeah, we don't even know what Sarala is like or how crazy she is. Yeah, no, there's all that. But then there's also like everything on the main continent.
We can't fight a war without an army, though. We're starting to bring the Marinans on board, and I feel like the next step would be.
What do you?
I mean,
Do they have already? I mean, Marina said it. Do they already have a fleet? Like, do we need to tell them, like, yeah, make more submarines? Because she makes a good point. If the air and the sea are accounted for, that might be our best way to attack.
to go under the sea.
I don't know how many ships she's got or how many
I
they can
don't know
make,
either.
but while we get more people on our side, maybe that's what they do.
And if we can go further under, we could do the Netherdark too. We could travel through the Netherdark too. If we want to go even further down.
I don't know how we get back up. where
Big
we want
staircase.
to,
That's
but-
how you get back up.
I mean, there was
Big
at
old
least one
staircase.
opening in,
Yeah, I
outside
guess I don't know how
Beavertown.
many openings there
I
are.
that was just an interesting point when she's like, go down. It was like, well, we can go further than down. We can go
There's also whatever is happening at the CIB and the mole.
Yeah.
And Bella's now under attack.
That needs to be cinched up. So that's what I mean. We have a lot. It seems like there's
a lot on your laundry
Check
list.
in with our
It's
homies
true.
and dudes, right?
also that, but then like these sending stones aren't even safe.
So be brief. I still think we can.
I'm gonna try something else tonight. I'm gonna try to do some dream talking and walking.
Talking and walking.
And swimming.
All right.
There's flowers that can help with that. Literally some tea that we can make that will help you with that. I swear. I don't know enough about it, but I promise you.
But I swear by it.
I'm not very good at it. That's why my
you're
mom
great at
runs
it. What are you
the
talking about?
apothecary, but there is something for that would really help you.
Yeah, the distilled. Well, yeah, I mean, but I'm hoping that like I can just do it because me and Sarala are cool.
Yeah.
If you want us to do it with you at some point.
We'll see. Yeah, well, maybe.
The lunar lotus, it's your flower.
This is what I mean. But yeah, I mean, if you can distill it and move through the dream plane for an hour,
I can distill it if I have enough. I think we have a little bit
got
of
some-
it.
But I mean, in theory, I think that like maybe I can just try to do it
Yeah.
tonight and go talk to the Braves and be like, hey, what's up, guys? This is what's going on. Or, I don't know, do gods dream?
You're not sure. You could ask.
Do gods dream of electric?
Of mortals? Yeah, I don't know, man.
Wait, so if we take that stuff, we can dream?
If you took the distilled flower, you could see into the dream plane or move through the dream plane.
What, like you do and talk to people?
I don't
and
know.
stuff?
I've never actually tried to I've never actually like gone and talked to folks. I've just gotten like visions of the future and things that'll help us out. I've never tried to be like, Finn, what's up?
Should
What
we,
up? Yeah.
Can we secure our quarters here? Because if they can reach the Bone Palace, then the moles can reach anywhere.
I mean, Jaro is a huge port city. That makes sense that information comes and goes from there pretty regularly.
But the Bone Palace it had all the cameras, it had all the wards.
Yeah, it was pretty secure. Jastian had made it pretty
Oh, yeah.
warded and protected.
I'm sure the
and-
Shadow King can do whatever he wants, but I just wonder if you want me to guard over you while you're sleeping, I'd be happy
Oh, you're sweet.
he'll
to. I
ward
do
you.
need to rest at some point.
No, I
haven't
think you
slept in
should
a few
sleep.
days,
Yeah, no, I mean, you did that for Inara.
Yeah,
but-
there's a big like
with that?
at the Grand Marquis. There's like this there's a big open water like courtyard, and there's a big grand feast that Christopher Swimmans has thrown for you guys. So you guys get a massive meal. There's like this
massive meal.
it's like a massive meal. You guys, come on down. We've got it here. We even have a squid whale for you. We a special order from the outside of the.
Yeah, I'm drinking with this guy.
So you see, like, there's this massive table, like it's just like one of those whales with the tentacles, like has been prepared and caught and like laid out this big sushi sort of table. People who just you're taking pieces off of it, but it's like still the whole carcass, and it's like probably feet thick of like crazy fish, seafood, meat, like sashimi, sort of like. They have these like they have these dudes like these aquatic elves with these long swords that are cutting off pieces for everybody, and like they're passing around things, and it's just generally a convivial time, and you are feasting the night away, and sort of these conversations are happening sort of before you come down for dinner, or however you feel that you need, or during dinner or whatever, and yeah, so you're just at the having a leisurely time with the Grand Marquis Christopher Swimmans and his retinue, and all these other folks, and who have now sort of come to take you as like the heroes of and allies at least of Marino.
Sweet.
So you're doing some things this evening, is that true? We want to
He wants to go to the
retire
dream plane.
and go to Dream Plane?
Yeah, I just want to try to talk to Rutherford and the Braves. I would like to try to get a hold of them through dreams
Okay,
tonight.
great. Are you now? You've sent dreams before. Is that true? I think.
I feel like I've tried. I've never known if they've worked. Like I've sent my mom like, "Hey, everything's good. I love you," but I've never.
I thought you've gotten like a dream response.
I've done that too. Yeah.
To some extent.
My mom. Yeah.
She dreams of Orrin constantly.
Yeah.
According to him.
Creepy.
But, yeah.
Really.
All right. Yeah. So, yeah.
She's dirty.
Like, have you had like a dream?
She's
I don't think you've done anything that would be like a conversation or like something with.
No.
With the, you've had some flashbacks of like your brother at one point and your mom.
But this is like legit. Like I'm coming to you.
I'm coming to you in a dream.
So we can hang out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
We're gonna try it.
Cool.
And I'm gonna try with Draven, Rutherford, and Finn. Like I don't know, maybe one will be more susceptible than the others. But that's gonna be my.
Okay. Are you trying to talk with them in like one at a time, or just like sort of reaching like
just to get a hold of
any
one
of those three?
Any of those three, but if one of them is more susceptible or
open,
easier to get a hold of tonight, for instance.
Yeah, I think you would probably think of Rutherford first. He's sort of, the Lobosians being a little bit more into mysticism and the connection to the moon, of course, with the wolf god of
fair.
Lobos and their connection to the moon maybe as shifters and such, they might be a little more inclined to receive that end of the conversation. So, because you do know that. Because you read up on all the ancient histories of all those places, and they have a lot of connection to moon and therefore dreams and things because that's sort of Sarala's realm, but they're their own thing. Okay. So, what would you? Do you want to try to have a conversation with Rutherford? Ideally, with yourself.
Well.
Or if you could send him some information, what would you say?
And receive them, because I'd be curious what they are up to and where they are in this world. But then I would also like to tell them what we have learned about Lobos and what is happening there.
I guess make me. Let's see. I would say that is a.
I'll go to sleep.
Yeah.
Clutching my Sarallan.
Let's call it an influence check. Maybe an insight. I like insight better.
I like
it's
insight.
More like, yeah.
Yeah, great.
Make me an insight check with advantage.
Oh, okay. Oof. Insight 16.
16. All right. So you sort of like you are in a position where you are kind of like you go to sleep. You're focusing on these things. You've got your moonstone necklace. There's no moonlight down here, so it's just sort of it's a little bit different. And
bet we sleep great.
But yeah, you're so dark. And you are focusing on this on this dream, this message, this connection to these other, these people who you met very briefly, but are God touched as well, and know a little bit of your story, and you sort of feel that connection of the moon necklace reaching out, and like the connection between the wolf god and the moon goddess, and something you've read only a little bit about, but there seems to be a very deep connection between those two in particular. And you are sort of like suddenly astral projecting, almost like you feel your consciousness awaken and outside of your sleeping body, and you are dream walking. You are like like the Wook walkers. You are now dream walker.
Sweet.
So you are sort of reaching out again, kind of like Cerebro. You start seeing these little flickers of soul energy, and you look for the Lobos energy of Rutherford that you encountered already, and you sort of suddenly walk into a space that is like open, like a plateau looking over a long sort of open plain, and there's some mountains off in the distance, but it's sort of like these wide open fields. The sun is bright, and it's setting, so you're sort of like it's like sunset. You can sort of see the moon off behind you, rising as the sun goes down, and one of the moons, both moons, I guess, are rising. This one rose first, and he sort of turns around, and you see Rutherford, And he says, and for sake of, I won't make you talk to yourself.
You're
I
cool.
will talk as him, I
mean,
guess?
you can. I like don't have accents for either of them.
Obi-Wan,
Yeah.
you're our only hope.
I mean, that was kind of like, I was really thinking more than like Luke to Jabba, like these droids, accept this droid as our gift.
Yeah. Yeah. So you sort of see him and he doesn't speak. So he just sort of turns and looks at you and like gives a little nod of recognition. And then
I'll say my piece. Hey man, I've never done this before, but we found out the sending stones are kind of compromised and things are heating up over the Empire. I think things are bad in your homeland. I'm not sure where you guys are at. I know Vela is a big front on some sort of war, that the Vortorian Empire has moved on Vela, but then I also know that there are people claiming to be the Vortorum that have subjugated and perhaps destroyed or captured many of the rebels in Lobos, and supposedly they found out a way to kill a god. Evidently, Duran has been destroyed, subjugated.
you see he's sort of, you can see he's taking this all in. He's like thinking about this. It's sort of like, it's this weird dream state. So it's sort of like moving underwater again. And like, it's just sort of interesting. But he sort of like looks at his hands and sort of like, you see sort of like this swirl of like energy, and he sort of like nods at you and he motions out, and you sort of see the background of the landscape sort of change, and you see like evidence of a battle or something has happened here. Like he's just showing you what he has seen.
Okay.
And you see like a sort of an illuminated trail in like this pale blue stony kind of gray light, sort of illuminate like almost like footprints of several people. And he's sort of, and it sort of cuts through this field and it goes down into these caverns, and you sort of lose sight of this trail. But you get the impression that he's trying to tell you that he is looking for the people who were taken.
Okay.
He is on the hunt.
That's what
And that's
doing.
sort of
Okay.
what you feel.
Okay.
You see a brief like shimmer of a shadow of a tall kind of hooded figure who you recognize as Draven. It's sort of like an outline almost, and then like a shorter guy. It seems like they are, the three of them are together.
Okay.
And he's sort of communicating this to you via a dream state. So so he sort of nods in acknowledgement and sort of says like, yes, I know it's Lobos is fucked. We're trying to find these people.
Well, if and when it comes time and you need our help, you let us know.
And then he reaches in his pocket and takes out the sending stone that you gave them,
And eats
and
it.
he sort of like goes,
Yeah.
like, and he sort of does this like sign language, sort of like let's speak in code kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like he's like, I won't contact you unless I need to, but
Yeah.
that's sort of the gist you get in this dream state.
Cool.
Great. Anybody else doing anything this evening? Just sleeping, passed out.
I had a thought that I'd want to run by my fellow Vortorum real quick.
The real ones or the fake?
The fake ones that I've been talking to the whole time.
Yeah, sure.
I'm the mole.
Yeah, they would never expect you.
Mole, mole.
You set up the stupid organization.
Nice. What are you doing?
Along those lines, what if we made the CIB everything you always thought it was in the first place?
Just fed it a whole bunch of fake information.
Yeah.
I mean, if you know you have a spy, it's a good thing to do.
Anyway, then I'll just pass out. Did they have any fish sticks at this thing? I don't know about the sushi. Orin's palate isn't so refined.
I mean, you guys had a nice spread
you, like, put that in
your
a
room,
fryer?
like like
You got a red sauce?
crab rangoons and what I don't know.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So I'll say, are you?
I like the idea that you try it once, but you're deathly allergic to
Just like
shellfish.
just like it blows up his face. So you're out looking for like a dip or something, like your midnight snack kind of thing. So make me an awareness check.
19.
19. So you're sort of walking out in the main room where the spread was laid out, and there's a balcony off to the the west that you sort of looks out onto the through the bubble out onto the big courtyard where you guys have that giant sushi whale, and you with the 19 you suddenly notice the revelers have all gone to bed. It's the middle of the night, but there you see some movement on the big table. That whale thing is there's some movement around you can't really see it's on the backside of it, but there's something you see just a glint of movement in this courtyard. You see some figures starting to sort of gather. There are it is. What you can see is a giant, where they were cutting that fish, it opens up and you start to see these figures come out of
Trojan horse,
the fish of the sushi whale.
Trojan sushi whale.
And they are armed, and they look like it's sort of hard to see because it's kind of far away, but they are definitely striking the figure of those Sahuagin, those fish creatures that attacked you long ago. So with that being said, does Orrin raise the alarm?
Yeah, I was gonna, I can't remember my purple magic where I can make my voice boom a little bit. It's in one of these cards here.
Thaumaturgy kind of thing.
Your
Sorcery,
voice booms 3 times louder than normal.
Great.
Maybe some purple energy emanates. And are we in water?
You're in a bubble at the top of the tower, but you can see down into the courtyard.
Yeah.
So your voice would get muffled probably going into the water, but you could stick your head out or something if you wanted to, over the balcony, because the bubble's sort of right there on the balcony.
Do I get a sense that it would be better that I would be in water or that I would be in air?
Well, it depends on what you're trying to do. Are you trying to wake up your friends?
No,
or are you trying to be
I'm just trying to wake up everybody. I'm just going to scream.
If you scream in the bubble, you will definitely wake up your friends and anybody else who's in this portion of the castle, and you could go get help. If you yell at them, they will probably be made aware of your presence, that someone sees.
I'm going to scream as I dive down into the bubble.
Nice. So you're diving over the balcony, going to swim down. And what does Orrin say as he jumps over the gate? You're yelling in the water, or you're yelling in the air and then jumping out?
I'm yelling in the air. We're
on
under attack!
Nice.
What? What was that?
You guys wake up to the sound of Orrin saying, "We're under attack!" And he's now swimming down towards the courtyard as you come out, and you see this contingent of Sahuagin starting to wreak havoc on the Grand Marquis's palace and attacking the place. So we will pick up next time here at the Peak with initiative and combat.